What is going on, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We are ready to head on down and confront Ketheric Thorm. Like the Jaheira before we do.
The General will call that a tactical retreat, I'm sure. But you have him on the run. That thing he summoned was Illithid. Follow it below and find him, before he has a chance to subdue the Night Song again.
You and your harpers aren't coming.
Better they stay here, and hold the tower should Ketheric's army catch wind of our assault. But if you have room for one lone soldier, I would face Ketheric by your side.
I'll happily have you. Do you know what to expect when we find him?
Theory and supposition, none of which will help us in the fight to come. Ketheric must die, and the Absolute with him. We will work out the details as they rear their ugly heads.
I'm inclined to agree.
You have numbers enough already, I think. You'll want a small force, if you are to finish this quickly.
Ah, the trope that never really makes sense. Alright. We got decisions now. We can't replace Karlach because she's going to be our mobile battering ram. Astarion is our ranged option. The only one that's really replaceable here is Shadowheart, and if we do drop her, then we lose Spiritual Weapon, we lose Guiding Bolt, and we lose the, what is the thing that she does? The Channel Divinity thing, the Radiance, and we lose all that Radiant Orb goodness. She is a druid, so she does have some spellcasting options. We also need the lockpicking, so we might actually have to send Karlach packing. But I don't want to. Who do we send back here? You know, maybe we will send Karlach packing.
Not fair. Camp is boring.
I'm sorry, Karlach.
At your command.
Alright, Jaheira. We gotta level you up specifically for the fight ahead, so... Let's make you Circle of the Moon. We're gonna have her doing lots of shape-shifting because... that's gonna be what we need. Have a look. Okay. Drop that off for spike growth. That's one of my mainstay abilities. Give you Moonbeam too. I know what I'm gonna do with her. When I do get the chance. What are you doing? Let's get your concentrations. Daylight is okay. Give you plant growth too. Level 6. You have another feat. What are you doing for this feat? What are we gonna do with you? We can give you Savage Attacker. That'll help when you're not in your druid form or your animal form. Let's get her Zergs up here too. Let's just flood the battlefield like crazy. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna flood the battlefield with as many minions as we can. So now, you have Warcaster, you have Savage Attacker. Far more moderately armored, mobile. Let's give her an ASI with her spells. And I suppose... okay, let's do this. And then her next level, where she gets a fee, we'll get this to 20 and we'll buff one of these. You can drop that for the big elemental now.
Let's get going.
Alright, and we have Zerg options. Save up before we descend. Let's go kill an immortal. You peer down the hole left by the tentacle that drew Ketheric into the darkness. Will you leap after him? Of course.
The hole yawns back at you, impossibly wide. A single tentacle burrowed through stone.
Alley-oomp. We have a couple more things to do down here too. It's not just killing Ketheric. We still have to keep an eye out for Will's contact.
This is an Illithid colony. This must be where they harvest the tadpoles. We're close to the source of the infections.
Yeah, we still gotta rescue Mizora's.
Sitting beneath moonrise. For how long? And how deep does it go?
Mizora's person. And I assume the elemental just lasts. I hope you stick around, because I'm about to spend something on you. Earth, fire... Let's conjure a fire elemental. And I assume you're staying until I dismiss you.
I've got a long road ahead.
Now Jaheira.
Ready and waiting. Well, certainly waiting.
The idea here is literally just going to be to flood the battlefield with as much as we can manage.
Descend, assemble.
Okay, we have quite the party now. Save again.
I have a lot on my mind.
And let's just hope that this is all enough.
On my way.
Tread carefully. We are very close to the source of the Absolute now. That telepathic storm has become a tempest.
So left side would be the contact we're looking for.
All the beastly layers they had to poke my nose into. Illithid colony is still by far the worst.
I think we have more pressing concerns than a trip down memory lane.
Mind flayers and civilians. Side by side. This must be where they infect and transform those they kidnap.
Is this how we release people?
The device releases a stream of fragmented memories and emotions, all that remains of the pod inhabitant's former self. Your lungs burn with the dry heat of the fires raging about you.
Where do we get these people out?
Forms a telepathic connection with the device, and a chorus of static energy fills your mind. Every mind flayer in the room calls out hungrily from its pod, seeking release and sustenance. But there are others in the pods, those not yet infected, not yet Illithid, terrified, desperate to escape.
That's Zevlor.
The device is open to your tadpole's command, to your authority.
Let's release these people. We can take a couple mind flayers. Nothing we can't handle, right?
Another fight. Let's go.
We certainly have the numbers. I wonder if you can turn the flayers into zergs.
Death greets us all, but not today.
Indeed.
What should I do?
Everything. Very good. This little thing's a long ways off. It's not going to be a danger to us for a couple turns. Alright, let's see what our elementals can do. Surrounded by silver mist, you teleport to an unoccupied space. Interesting. Good. Good job. And that's obviously because the Mind Flayer did the dominate thing, but we're not worried about that for now. This one needs to go. Good. Concentration broken.
Enough. My mind is my own.
Good job, Zevlor. Good job, Zevlor. Oh, come on now. Good job again. You're okay, this dude's dead soon. What charm for you?
Sometimes the only way out is through.
I can. Welcome to the team.
Don't waste a step.
Onward.
He's way late. Let's just start bonking people with our Zergs. Good job, nicely done. quite obnoxious, aren't you? Hey, chill, Zevlor, that's mine. Okay.
I didn't think I was going to make it. Thank you.
We lost a dryad.
An explanation. Much more than that. But first, please, the others, the ambush. Tell me they survived.
Not all of them. Some. Others ended up in a cell in Moonrise. Oh, I don't know what happened, I'm not blaming him. They found refuge, but what the hell's happened out there, Zevlor? Why did that just cut me out of my conversation?
One day I'll catch a break.
Oh, looks of that. Okay.
Hells. The others, the ambush. You've heard some of it, I'm sure. That I froze, or broke, or some other lie that is kinder than the truth. We were ambushed by cultists, yes. And then I heard her, their false god, whispering promises in my mind. I would be a paladin again, with a god's purpose, a god's power. Everything I needed to protect my people. And all the while, the cult tortured them. They fought and ran and died around me, while I imagined myself their savior. By the time I regained my senses, it was too late. I did not just surrender to the Absolute. For a moment, I welcomed it.
You have a weaker constitution than I thought. I don't want to be too hard on him because he doesn't have the prism to resist that. He was being enthralled. He doesn't have the thing that we have. He doesn't have the pleasure of just being able to whip out a little cube to stop all that stuff. That's not your fault.
It would be nice to think so, but whatever these monsters twist us into, I believe it begins in us. I won't make excuses. I can't make amends.
That's not true
I
either.
know something of what you came to do. I want to help, if you'll let me. Ketherick is below. He thinks you're no longer a menace. Descend and show him how wrong he is. If there are any more survivors to be found, I'll find them and lead them out of this place.
Good man. Find your own people. They need you.
They have you. Go, my friend. Please, let me do this much.
Alright, be careful. I understand redemption.
Well, that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Let
Okay.
me guess, you need something.
It was Jaheira's dryad that got dropped.
Looking ahead, swift as my feet can carry me.
Discern, faithful. We depart.
Brine pools, but empty of tadpoles. Unusual. Harvesting all the larvae indicates
Dictated to scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash, Ceramorphosis, illithid larval transformation of a host of humanoid into a mind flayer, typically occurs in less than a 10-day after infection, but the tadpoles laid by our captive Elderbrain are enhanced due to the powerful Netherese magic of the Crown of Karsus. Our enhanced tadpoles induce in their host a sort of suspended ceramorphosis, a state in which the host becomes susceptible to telepathic influence and even coercion from the Absolute. Our elder brain. For our purposes, there are two key aspects to this influence. First, the conversion of the host into a mental lackey of the Absolute occurs entirely without the host's awareness. Its civility feels comfortable and natural, and is never consciously questioned. Second, the servile state persists even when the host is far beyond the usual range of an elder brain's psionic control. This phenomenon is spectacularly useful, given our ambitions.
Hello? Design. Anyone out there?
Who could be in here?
That pod.
By Grazit's cock, it's about time you came.
Mizora. Figures. All that talk about Zariel's asset. I should have known you were lying.
Perish the thought. Every word was nothing less than true. Now, enough sniffing around and get me out of this thing.
Gee, I don't know.
And I'll let Will off his leash. A devil always keeps her promises.
Your eyes turn to the control panel next to the pod. It has 2 devices marked with Illithid symbols.
Maybe it'd be better to just tadpole you,
To your authority.
Maybe I can just purge this.
The symbol's meaning comes into focus. Annihilate.
Ah, I see.
You decipher the symbol. It's an Illithid sigil, meaning unleash.
So we can smoke her and prevent any future bargains. Or we can unleash her and get Will out of his contract. I would like Will to be released from his contract. And if she dies, I think he loses all his powers and he won't be of much use to us. So I suppose, in the end, we'll let her out. You owe me, Mizora. That in mind.
Good work. I'd give you a gold star, but I'm fresh out. As for the pact, Clause Z, Section 13. If the Soulbinder consents to separation, she will release the Soul Bearer from all obligation within 6 months.
The limpet clings on. Young Will had parasite problems well before the tadpole, it seems.
Ignorant thing. It's always the terms and conditions that get you.
A full half a year? You gotta be kidding.
Dead serious. Don't let the smile fool you.
6 months isn't that bad.
Right. I'm out of here. I need a long bath. I'll leave you to your very serious business. But don't you fret. If you survive this place, I'll find you. The pup will be needing me. Count on it.
I have no problem letting her leave.
And ask Will how we met. I've loosened his tongue. It's real cracker of a tale. Ta-ta.
I bet it is. The fresh bullshit woven into it by you, I'm sure.
Let's see.
Yeah, as nice as it would have been to just smoke her in that pod and get her out of the history books, did make Will a promise that I would try and get him out of his deal, so can't just renege on that.
Embrace death. Become you are the sacred hand that reaches.
Embrace death, huh?
You are General Thorm was attacked. The order to evacuate given. You should not be here. I conclude you are one of the attackers.
Small woman. Her powers of deduction are quite impressive.
I'm ready.
No need to talk to any of them.
Have to keep going.
Have no interest. The splash damage given them all radiating orb is quite nice. It's very tasty.
We're going to be friends.
You did. Let's get her into an owlbear form, shall we?
Oak Father, ease my way.
Where do I go from here?
She can just sit there on it, to be honest.
May the gods take you first.
I'd like to kill one of you and get you as a zombie. Thank you. It's where the fun begins. They're gonna contribute to my army of clearing this place. Stupid shield ability, I hate it. Oh. Oh my god. Damn. Okay. I didn't see the explosives. That is on me. Well, that was a foolish mistake. Starring get Shadow up.
Yes. Let's finish this.
Man. That bomb sucked. Fucking shield. That actually benefited me quite well. It put me in position. I can't attack because I'm scared shitless of my own companion, apparently, but... Nice. Good job.
Not even carcass once I done.
Oh, come on. Actually wasn't aware that I could scare all my own companions into submission. That would be my mistake, unfortunately.
Need to stay focused.
I think all the other times I've kind of just passed that check without having to worry about it. Get her dead.
Nature will not even notice you.
Of course you do, shield.
Can't even catch my breath.
Would you like to join my undead army? Good. You have a hard-on for Shadowheart, don't you? Welcome to the militia.
Time to rest.
We'll take a short rest on that.
No traps, please.
Shadowheart didn't actually benefit from my restaurant, though.
What's next, I wonder?
Want to drink up? That's what's next for you.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Harry Henry.
What's in here?
Gotta be some goodies in the barracks, right?
Let's have a look.
These slick innards, these fluid chambers, how long have they been here, making thralls? I don't want to any longer. Merkel is drowned out in my head by my own spiral fears. The Bone Lord doesn't want a coward. None of this looks real. I am in a kraken belly. I am turned inside upside. I am dead. Merkel's grey waste always sounded peaceful. Not like this. And Ketherick convinced these people to forsake their gods too. Experiment on the first one, day 4. Again, I have noted a fluid leakage from the oral cavity and have ascertained the cause. Due to the unusual method of parasitic insertion, the secretions of the creature within are leaking out, rather than being absorbed by the brain, as we have noted in other thralls. I cannot say why the parasite is evacuating this oil, but it has the scent of garlic we now know indicates it is fed on the host brain matter itself. I have collected a sample of ear fluid. Vivisection day today. Showed no sign of pain as I was unraveling the long intestine, but instead grabbed the organ as if it were a rope, reached to wrap it around my neck as if to strangle me, but all the strength in its poor arms is quite gone. Had to thread the guts back into the body. We'll try again another day.
The city calls out for salvation.
I have seen 1,000 ears. Some have the reflexes to twitch when they know the worm is about to burrow. The worm takes longer to get through if the entry hole isn't cleaned. I have taken to torching them with an ear candle. It all makes for dull work. I am tired of ears. I am tired of my only orders being create thralls. Apparently, all we need to know about the brain is being handled by the chosen. I am forbidden from studying these dull thralls. I need a new one that Balthazar doesn't know of, a creature of exceptional will, like my old dear pet. Can keep fragments of its own mind while affected by the parasite. We need to know why. So they've just been experimenting and turning people into Zergs. Ironic that 3 of them are following me around as fungal zombies now. Kind of like just desserts. Hey, what's going on with you? Why aren't you following?
These things have stayed interesting. Can't slow down.
There we go, now he's following. Alright, so we came this way. Let's go out this way.
Seems simple enough.
So they've had the whole host of thralls down here again, twisted and turned into whatever sick shit is going on. We have 2 options. Let's go left first.
A whole fleet of nautiloids. How many true souls have passed through this place?
Tentacle healthcare. And Tentacle Healthcare does give us all our spell slots back, which is very cool. Oh, what the hell is going on down there? But I suspect that's the way that we're going, like the actual way. So we're not going that way just yet. Take this road. I don't know if there's any more survivors in here, but if there is, we'll get them out. Gentlemen.
Can't give up. Down with you.
Still on my feet.
Alright, so I have my elemental, I have my woad, my zombie. So she needs to summon her fallen lover again. And horror. You wish, bitch. They must have an exorbitant point economy to be able to just fly around and attack like that. Good job. Let's send this to hell. I promise to make you all have a very bad day. These guys hurt. The Death Shepherds, they hurt. Teleporting for me. I don't think my zombies are going to be able to even get in close to do anything. Yeah, they can all move in, that's fine. A lot of them here. We're all gathering up quite nicely. You gonna come get some too? So that's where Balthazar was getting his little minions from then. She was doing it. The winged horror is the one that needs to go. Light this up like a Christmas tree.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Come on in. Walking right into our kill boxes. Alright, Jaheira. you like fire. Yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of just drawing them all into this giant kill box that we have going. And we can just move slowly but surely into position. This guy's going to sit back here and summon, but it's not going to matter, because once we deal with his little petty militia, he's going to have a very bad day. Yeah, Owlbears are very tanky. A cool thing about the transformations, too, is if she dies, she just goes back to human form. She doesn't actually die when she's in that version of herself, so it's very safe to make whatever plays you want to make while they're transformed like that. What's an even safer play is the fact that we get tentacle healthcare before we go into the next stage. So we can just dump and drop whatever we want in this fight. It doesn't matter. You can pop all your spell slots, you have complete freedom to do whatever you like in here.
I think we have given offense.
I don't think we should care about it, Jaheira. I think you should keep bonking the shit out of all these people. Oh, we caught friendly fire from that. You keep summoning all you want, it's not gonna help you. You know, if I had made her a Spore Druid, she would have gotten extra attack and a whole bunch of goodies, but I specifically wanted her to be a an owlbear for us so she could tank since we dropped Karlach. It was a consideration based on what I knew we were going to deal with here. The greater zombie is the problem here, I think. Just jump into position for me.
Nothing will stand in my way.
He didn't like that, did he? Running out of zombies, Buttercup.
Consider my hackles raised.
go ahead, it's your last chance. We basically completely broke their lines beyond anything they could have possibly done about it. He has no more reinforcements. And when he goes, his minions go, so... Even if they wanted to do something about this, they couldn't. How many Zergs? They're all severely outnumbered.
Can't give up. Not now. On the move.
I wonder if she'll make it far enough to inflict. She did.
No choice but to keep going. Best be on my way.
No better moment. I can still move fast when I need to.
Hope you get. What are you gonna do about it, Death Shepherd? You're gonna have to do more than an 8. I don't need my zombies to come up here to help us. Fight's over when he dies.
Concentrate.
Oh, my mistake. It's not. I thought they would insta-die after. Well, it won't matter. I have plenty of reinforcement and stuff up here. They're cooked.
Not but another harvest.
They also just straight have nowhere to go, like...
The straight path. Done.
Goodbye.
What's inside?
I don't know what the hell they were doing down here, but... It's over.
Here we go. Oh, the stench! I wonder how many pilgrimages to Moonrise ended down here.
Yeah?
It's up for discussion.
What the hell are you?
No will sparks behind his eyes. His mind has been hollowed out to better echo the commands of the collective. You could kill it, end its miserable life of enslavement. Surely that would be the humane thing to do. Or you could take advantage of its vulnerability and plunder what's left of its hollow mind for anything that could serve you.
Put him out of his misery. Better dead than slave, right? Us. That's our intellect devourer from the start of the game. He's here if he doesn't die. Us usually dies. Okay. Well, that's cool. I've never seen that.
Never a dull
I
moment.
guess that means I'm gonna have a decision to make about us. Worried there for a second. I thought he was gonna end up being kind of chunky. Okay, Zugs. Do what you do.
Can't afford to let up.
Cool thing here is that everything that dies this turn is gonna become a new zombie for me. Oh, come on. Throw the fucking fireball. Wow. Be a zombie for me.
At last.
I got you.
No more chop.
I figured that's how you would like to end that encounter. Can't imagine anybody really wanted to live like that. I just let them dash in. I don't think I have the move economy to do anything about it, but Jaheira actually leveled up while she was in the owlbear form. Alright. Jaheira. Oh.
Work to be done.
Well, that's an interesting, amusing problem, isn't it? See, that's why we need to pay. I didn't even pay attention. I didn't even notice she wasn't with us.
Never wanted the easy part.
We have so many, so much stuff here. It just seemed like everything was normal. Alright, let's take care of our level ups. We got a lot of stuff. So we have improved Wild Strike. We have improved Extra Attack. We have Spreading Spores. While Symbiotic Entity is active, you can create a cloud of spreading spores. And we have Wild Shape Dilophosaurus. And we have a new feat. Big Shillelagh, even though we won't use it. I'll take it. Now for feats. This is actually 20. It's just because of the hag hair. What do we need? We can do Savage Attacker, I suppose. Roll your damage twice and use the highest. And Jaheira, what do you get at level 10? Right. So first thing, we did say we would give her 20 wisdom. I guess after that, we'll give you dexterity. What's affecting your scimitar damage, so I think that'll be okay. Astarion, what do you get at level 10 for us? You just get a feat. I already have the dex that I want you to have. What are we doing for you this time, eh? When you make crossbow attacks within melee range, the attack rolls do not have disadvantage. Your piercing shot also inflicts gaping wounds. You gain 3 luck points, which you can use to gain advantage on attack rolls, ability checks, or saving throws. I guess crossbow expert, so he can do those attacks right up close. And Shadowheart, what do you get for level 10? Divine Intervention. You can cast Divine Intervention to invoke your god's aid. Once used, this can never be used again. Now, what do we want to do for Shadow? If we put her back to what she was using before, a Sentinel would be good. Well, Master is not bad either. Let's do Sentinel. She's going to be up in the line with everybody.
Alright, what now?
We are free! Thank you, friend. But perils remain, near and far. Better to stay together. You and us, we will remain with you. Call us, and we will be at your side.
Okay. Well, it's another Zerg on our side, I guess. Alright, so down there is a big puzzle, which you can get a permanent buff for. I'm looking at the time. I'm not going to do that because I only have limited time to record here. And I only have limited time before patch 8 releases. So I'm actually going to skip the giant brain puzzle. It's just a permanent buff. You have to match like a line map, basically. And then it'll give you the permanent buff. If it was important, I would show it. I don't think it is. What I do think is important is tentacle healthcare. Bring everybody on back to speed. Speaking of bringing everybody back to speed, you need a Dryad back. And then your Dryad needs the Ward back.
No one stopped me yet.
You know what? Come on up, us.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Okay, now we have an exorbitant amount of companions to take down into this fight. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Something tells me. Alright, nobody move. I'm gonna split the episode here, and then next time we'll descend down into the pit of hell and deal with Ketheric Thorm. So, thank you for watching, everybody. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, there is, of course, a tip link in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Baldur's Gate 3. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.